Kodaline, All I Wanted. I'm thrilled to be joined in the studio by all four of the lads. We have Steve, we have Vinny, we have Mark, and we have Jason. Hello, gentlemen.
How's it going?
Listen, here's the thing. First time, actually the last time I was talking to you guys was around about this time last year. And I think the EP was yet to be released, but we got a pre-release copy. The very first Kodaline EP.
Yeah. I think it was actually September.
Was it? No, well, I remember seeing it at the picnic. It was
then it was
definitely
August.
before, yeah. But Jesus, how you've grown. I mean,
Mark's took it like a growth spurt.
He's grown about a foot since then.
Radio,
I know.
People can't see us.
Well,
Someone can.
Yeah, if you're watching it on the webcam here, the lads, you can see the lads in the studio with us. Well, listen, last year you weren't famous. Now you're knocking around with Mark Owen. How's it blowing your minds?
It's been a fast few months. Like it's weird. It's very weird, but we're completely blown away by the reaction we've got. So it's kind of like, what?
Are you used to it yet? Are you used to being well known?
We're still we're known, but we're not known. You know, we're still a brand new band, so it's kind of we're just touring a lot, and we're in America there for a while as well, and just doing lots of gigs, and it's cool. I mean, we're just happy that people are listening to our music, because we've played shows before to like 2 people, and those 2 people would have been the support band. So
the Pet Shop Boys, you played to the Pet Shop.
The White Stripes.
The Pet Shop Boys. No,
this is the squeakiest chair in the world.
Well, stop moaning, will you?
Sorry.
this chair is missing a wheel.
You were moaning last year when you came.
You'd have been glad to
It was squeaking then too, but I just didn't say anything.
You're right, Vinny. He was happy to have a chair last year. Well, come here, Steve. Can you still go into the supermarket and buy a pint of milk without being noticed?
Steve wouldn't know where the pint of milk was in the supermarket, to be fair.
Or where it would be found.
Or where a supermarket is.
Steve made his own tea. I was disgusted. No,
Did you look at it though?
It's blue.
I wouldn't call that tea.
It does look like piss.
And I've spilt this 100 times walking in, and it's only about a 10-foot walk.
Well, when you walk around Birmingham, the rock and roll capital of the world, where you all now live.
Hey, Jeff Lynn's from there.
Well, that's But who else? Aussie. That's it.
Not 40. Give us a minute.
Around the corner there. You'd be 40.
Yeah.
Would you not move to London?
We lived in Brighton for a bit,
Well, that's only got Nick Cave.
Well, Caddell lives there. Well, there's a lot of new, awesome people living there.
Yeah, but nobody knows who they are. Move down to London and start being a bit more rock and roll. Complain about the chairs in nightclubs and stuff like that.
Who put the chair in a nightclub?
Just in the middle of the dance floor.
Yeah, no.
Yeah,
put it there and then complain. Stop dancing around me. What are you doing?
Stop talking amongst yourselves. I'm helming this interview.
Very, very sorry.
Well, listen, I'd say part of the reason that you probably can still walk around unknown is because you don't really much like Elton John. You don't much like appearing in your own videos. Isn't that right?
You're comparing us to Elton John now. We're like this tiny little kind of band. I don't know. Yeah, I suppose, but yeah.
Why is that? Why don't you not like making videos? Because Elton hates it.
No, we wanted our videos to kind of complement the songs and have a story and a message, and that's what we tried to do, and that's what we're still trying to do. So. Well,
I have to say, the video for All I Want, which we just played, it's absolutely stunning. What a great storyboard, and I think that's probably what brought you to the attention of a lot of people for the first time, because not only was it listen to the new Kodaline song, was have you seen the new Kodaline video?
Yeah.
And for people who haven't seen it, I won't ruin it, but it's a very touching story. And I don't mind telling you, it brought a tear to my jaded eye. All 4 of them. I'm not joking you. It was a fabulous video. Is your man, is he a werewolf? Or is he just deformed, bless him?
He's just a deformed fella.
And he's at home and he's...
Or a monster kind of thing.
And he's been rejected and he lives with his dog. I tell you, it was like watching that rabbit get run over in bright ice. The watership down.
That's heavy. Nearly a Bambi moment.
It's
Bambi territory.
It's like Mufasa dying.
That was actually the first. I remember I went to see Lion King in the cinema, and it was the first film I saw, and I remember crying.
Oh, jeez, now I feel old.
That's pretty.
Yeah, it's a horrible moment. Well, so you decided to, much like John Lennon with his primal scream therapy, you decided to get that out and make other people cry with sad films.
It wasn't intended.
No, don't get me wrong. It's a fabulous, fabulous video. It's such a good video. I haven't seen the video for the new single, Love Like This.
Right.
Are you in it?
We're in that.
You're in that
Yeah,
one.
We're in it, yeah.
Well, Steve, I have a theory. Do you remember Bewitched?
We've heard this.
You remember?
This is
What?
brilliant.
What is it? Have you heard it on Phantom?
We have. Carry
Yeah.
on. Carry
Yeah.
on.
I haven't heard it.
Do you know the bit in Bewitched where one of the twins, I don't know
Oh,
which
I do
one,
know this.
puts her fists up and goes, "Fight like me da" as well. Well, I think in 2013, I don't mind at all, is the new "Fight Like Me Da" as well. We've said that on air. Myself and Richie McCormick have decided that. So, next time you're playing the song live, why don't, instead of saying that, why don't you go "Fight Like Me Da" as well?
That'd be good.
Throughout the song.
Just
See if anyone
constantly
gets it.
through it, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, we
sure,
should
I'll do-
definitely try it and video it once.
Absolutely do it. Just put your fists up and go "Fight Like Me Da" as well.
It has no context within the song, but I see what you mean. So,
Steve isn't
yeah.
happy at all about that.
I know, I'll do it. That's cool.
Well,
That's cool.
I'll tell you something I'm not happy about. The new album was released on Friday. It's called In a Perfect World. It's a great album. I mean, that's quite obvious. Just
very
listen to
much.
it once. It's a great album.
Thanks, man.
Thank you.
And as I said, you were in with us when nobody knew who you were. Is that true?
Yeah.
So I looked at the booklet and I scoured the booklet with a magnifying glass. Because I'm the sort that reads the lyrics and all that, and I like to look at all the credits.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
I do it here as well.
I can't find the thank you to Phantom anywhere on the lyric booklet. Why is that? Are you keeping it for the second run, or are you taking out a billboard or a page in the Irish Times?
Yeah.
We were going to wait to say it to you now.
Okay, go.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
so much.
Thank you so much.
You guys
Phantom.
actually played us first.
Yeah, you the
Yeah,
first radio
first
station to
interview.
play.
That's sort of what I'm saying, Mark.
Here, I made you this cup of tea.
You're as good.
I've drank half it.
I made you this cup of
Wait,
tea.
Well, come here. Congratulations on the album. It was released last Friday.
Yeah.
You are playing the Longitude Festival this year. I would imagine you told me, Mark, that you were at the Isle of Wight Festival. How did that go for you? Fun?
It was crazy, yeah. We played in the tent at like 2:30 and the tent was full, so it was amazing.
And tell us, apart from Josh Homme, what other famous did you meet? Now, you met Mark Owen again today.
Yeah.
Who's the best famous that you met, and who was the cock?
Me and Vinny were actually talking to Josh Home at is it Josh Home or Josh Home?
Josh
Josh
Homme.
Homme, I think.
Yeah, we were talking to him at Pink. We played Pink Pop in Holland on Friday, and Vinny's a huge fan. So we're like, right, if you don't go up and say hello now, we'll never say
Yeah,
it. Went
we'll
up,
just regret it.
Gave us a few minutes. He was a really
Yeah.
nice bloke.
Yeah.
Really nice.
cool.
Well, that's the thing. He looks like he's a big brute.
Yeah,
He's my height, but he's a monster.
huge.
He is.
He's
But
beast.
one of the loveliest men in rock.
Yeah, he's
Totally.
really, really nice.
And is he the nicest famous you met?
We watched them side stage, and they were just incredible. It was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, just their music, it's just amazing. And Vinny, because Vinny, as Mark said, is such a big fan.
Oh, such a
Vinny
huge
was like a little puppy, a little lost puppy, like freaking out.
Bless.
But
His own like walk by our dressing room was like,
you gotta keep your cool, keep
yeah,
your cool.
yeah.
So have you,
Don't scream.
have you met any famous in the last year that was a cock?
No, I was just gonna say, like, we've met some people. We haven't met a huge amount of people, but everybody that we have met has been really nice.
Well, I remember it was the last September or October, because I'll be honest, we've kept tabs on Kodaline's success here, Fanta. It's like sending your child off to school. I'm not taking any credit for your success, because you're four very, very talented individuals. But we all, since the sort of ball has started rolling, we're like, oh, how are they doing now? What are they doing now? And we saw a tweet from Fern Cotton saying that she loved your new single, which was, at the time, was All I Want.
Yeah.
And then the chief bedwetter himself off Coldplay started texting about you.
Yeah.
Like, have you met Chris Martin, or no?
No. Yes.
Has he tweeted about you since?
He tweeted about us.
Has he? Oh, he did, yeah.
Oh, no, apparently, the first time we met Fern, we did an interview with her, and she told us off air that her and Chris Martin always send each other like new music.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
she went to him with like our songs, but he already really liked it.
He was aware of it
He
already.
said he liked 2 from the first EP, which is just like incomprehensible. We can't even. I don't know. It's just
Incomprehensible.
That's the word.
Hensible. The media training was lost on you, obviously.
Yeah.
Come here. I bring up Coldplay because people are starting to compare you to them.
Starting to, or have always been?
Well, I suppose have always. How does that sit with you? And when are you going to start writing slogans on your hand?
I think like.
Why don't we get Thank You Phantom on our hands?
Yeah, or even on your fucking album would do.
Okay, we're gonna have to reprint the albums.
I think you should. I think you should. But would you like to be? Well, stupid question. Do you like Coldplay? Do you like them do you like their songwriting? Do you like them as people?
They're great. I mean, we grew up like listening to them. They were around since we were like 11, 10, 11, you know. So, yeah, they're great. I mean, we admire like any band that is just like
that is successful, or is
big.
that like is kind of making a living out of doing what they love.
Would you like their a similar career trajectory to Coldplay?
Well, to be honest, we just want to do as many albums as possible.
And marry an American actress.
That'd be grand, yeah.
I don't know, but yeah, just do as many albums as possible and just play as many shows as we can.
Well, here's a question that's way too early to ask, but I'm going to ask it anyway. The new album released last Friday. What's the thoughts on the follow-up? Because you must be sick of all the songs in the first album, surely.
No, because people haven't heard them, and like we're.
But you guys must be sick of them.
No, we still love them. Like when we play them now at like festivals or like at our own shows, more and more people are starting to know more songs. So when people are singing back to them, like when you meet them after a show, they tell you what they like about this song, that song. It kind of makes you kind of like the song more.
Yeah. Okay. So
it's really strange. Like we never expected people to sing the songs back, and when they first did it, it was kind of like
it was in the Sugar Club.
What is going on? Somebody's phone keeps beeping. You shouldn't have your phone on.
Oh look! Oh, we can tell who the leader is. Hey, he mightn't talk much, but when he does, they're daggers.
I'm just okay. Right.
Sorry, Steve. Yeah, I know what you. I was going to say I know what you mean. I don't know what it's like to have one of my songs sung back to me, but I would imagine that it is a fabulous feeling.
No, it was really strange, like to go from just writing a song and like the album to us is very personal, and you know, it's just basically like our diary, and then to have people singing it back, it's like passing your diary around and then people kind of reading it back to you. It's a really strange feeling, but we never expected it. But it's really cool because you kind of people relate to the song in a different way that we relate to them. So
would you subscribe to the theory then that like once you write a song, it's out there and it's everybody's?
Yeah, I genuinely. Yeah.
So could I bootleg copies of your album then and sell them on O'Connell Bridge for £5?
Sure. That's out of my control, but
oh, that's Sony. That'd be grand.
You can sign them yourself.
Yeah, so here, and I'll put thanks to Phantom on it.
Phantom on the sleeve. Just, yeah.
Well, listen, lads, we're going to let you go because I know you were doing the Joe Wiley show yesterday. You've flown over. You just got here this morning, isn't that right?
Straight
from the airport.
Is Joe still as enthusiastic about everything as she always has been? You swear I know her. I don't. But you know the way she loves everything.
She was the smiliest woman last night.
Smiley's lovely rock. But was that Radio 2?
Yeah.
Oh, you're a bit young for Radio 2, are you?
Well, Vinny's sporting a really nice moustache, I think.
That's got Radio 2 written all over it.
Well,
Radio 2 demographic here.
But you have got playlisted on Radio 1 in the past, haven't you?
We're still A-list.
But you're not ready for the pipe and slippers just yet.
No, not yet.
No, not yet. No.
Pipe and slippers.
Well, listen, we're going to leave you go, and thank you again for coming in to us. As I said last time that we were talking to you, you were a baby band. Now you're all grown up, and we just hope you don't get into drugs and go off the rails.
Oh, just stop it.
Well, listen, we're going to play Fight Like Me Da as well now.
Can you actually play that? Do you have that bit in like a snippet?
Well, no, I don't.
I'd rather hear that. I've heard that song loads of times.
I do his Bono voice. I don't mind at all.
Just play this.
We should drop for that moment.
Let's do it. Yeah. Lads, thanks a million for coming in.
Thanks so much.
Thanks very much.
Success. Best luck with the album.
Thanks,
I know it's just going to go top 5. We all know that.
Fingers crossed.
Here is Love Like This from Kodaline.
Cheers.
We are Phantom.